Okay, guys, if everyone can just gather around for me, please. I have an announcement to make. Yes, thank you, Kinsella. I know the parking lot's a strange place to do this, but I haven't found a good photo of the dressing room yet, alright? Unbelievable. Mind your own business. Okay, guys, now, as you all know, I have been assessing you all over pre-season, and ahead of our first game, I did want to take this moment to announce to you our leadership group. So, the vice-captain is Matt Sadler, and your club captain is going to be James Clark. Congratulations, guys. I know you'll lead us well. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 2 of the Dean Smith Challenge at Walsall, of course, step 1 of our Dean Smith journey. And today we get the season underway. We're playing Northampton in the league, and then we're going to play Forest Green as well. But as you've just seen, we have our club captains for the season. James Clark is our club captain, leadership of 17, teamwork of 15. He's a very, very good captain and a decent defender as well. So, yeah, he is a bit of a no-brainer to be captain for us this year. So he'll lead the troops, and it's going to be Matt Sadler. He's going to be his vice-captain. He's leadership of 15, teamwork of 14. Possibly his last season at the club. His contract, is it up at the end of this year? It is up at the end of this year. He's 34 and maybe not one that's going to come back for us. But this year he's going to be an important player for us, and hopefully he's going to do a good job leading us as well. Now, there's a little bit to catch you up on over the preseason. First of all, we did make 2 signings. Now, one was a major signing, but a good signing, I think, in Denny Redmond. £12,000 from the New Saints in Wales. Just kind of trying to help out my Bala boys by getting him out of the club nice and early. But one thing I did think we lacked a little bit was a left-footed player. We only really had the one option. So we've signed him. He's a good left-footed winger. He can come and play infield as well, but he'll predominantly play in the wing for us. He's a good dribbler, a good crosser, decent enough pace, just a good all-round solid player. He has played in England before, I think, has he? Yeah, he's played for Wigan. He's played at Wigan, not necessarily for Wigan. He's played in Hamilton in Scotland, and then, of course, over in Wales for a season. And now we've got him for 12 grand. So hopefully he'll prove to be a very good player for us. Send on coaching course. No, we've done a lot of coaching courses, so I don't want to bankrupt the club with that. So that's him. The other one we've got is a bit of a prospect that may or may not come off. Jordan Clark, another left-footed player. You can see he's a decent enough potential. He's just down the under-23s. We'll see if he comes off or not. It was one that our director of football found. He'd been released from the evil grovel. I'm not going to say empire because it's not an empire. And yeah, so we've picked him up. So that, I didn't actually realize he'd come from that mob, or I wouldn't have signed him, to be honest. But there we go. Yeah, so we'll see how he gets on. Yeah, and if he comes off, he comes off. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. So that is the signings. Now, in terms of staff, we do have a couple of notable recruitments down in the under-23s. If we have a look, our manager is Nick Barmby. So hopefully he'll do a decent job for us. I had a bit of trouble trying to getting youth coaches in that were good. So we've got Nick Barmby in, and we've got Wes Brown as his assistant. So we'll see how he goes. Believe it or not, he was one of the better assistant managers we could find. You can see here their coaching badges are only Continental A. So I'm hoping, especially with Wes Brown, because his coaching is not great, with a little bit of experience and the coaching badges, that maybe that will improve for us. But we filled up all the other slots. We have some scouts in now as well. So we've got Jack Parker, I think is a really good chief scout for our level, 15 and 15, and a couple of other scouts that came in as well that are doing a decent job finding players for us. So yeah, I'm relatively happy with that. And that is just about everything to catch you up on. We did obviously have pre-season. It's been getting better the longer it goes on, which is always a positive. We started with a 0-0 there against Maidstone. We got a bit of a disappointing result against Lincoln City. Bit of a touch-up at home to West Brom. And then we started to turn things around. Tooten and Mitcham was a bit of a morale booster, friendly, and that sort of worked for us. And we beat Manchester United on the 23s, which I think is a decent result. And then we've beaten St Albans as well, which is nice. So we start today away at Northampton, then we're going to host Forest Green, and hopefully things will go well for us. Update on the dynamics, you can see team cohesion has improved a little bit, dressing room atmosphere is good, managerial support is good, so that's all nice, and Clark has moved himself up into a team leader. We just need Sadler to join him now. Sinclair is still there, it's highly influential as well. So yeah, I'm not too displeased with how things are going. You can see I haven't really got too much more support yet, but we haven't played any competitive games, so I'm not too concerned about that at all. Alright, a quick update of the finances as well. We're at our wage budget with not just the signing of Redmond, but also the staff that sort of moved us up to that. And you can see that the wage budget, I had to take some money out of the wage budget just to top up out of the transfer budget to top up the wage budget for us. So that is everything off the field done and dusted. Let's go and have a look at our first team we're sending out to face Northampton. So we're not the favourites for this game, which is maybe fair enough if we're away from home. Where was Northampton expected to finish this year? Pre-season preview. Northampton. What do I miss them there? Northampton. Why do I say? Oh, there they are. So they're actually below us. So I think we're going to be a chance. Of course, the media prediction for us, you can see there, is 11th. The board want us to finish mid-table. So, I mean, it'd be nice to at least get a point on the road here, wouldn't it? But we can see what we're up against there. They are a Keith Curl coached team. He's an okay manager, I suppose. They're expecting a standard balanced playing style. We have a look at their analysis report. Now, again, this is from friendly, so we can't really read too much into it. But we can see there that we're expecting this sort of a formation with the wingbacks. Positional heat map is their passing network and their key passes as well. And this is our team that we're sending out to hopefully get the job done. So our goalkeeper is Liam Roberts. He basically gets the nod because we own him. I'm not going to use an on-loan goalkeeper when we have a perfectly good one to use. Zach Jules gets the start at left back and get a decent, good young left back there for us. So he's going to get the start there for us. It's the captains in the centre of our defence, Matty Sadler, and then of course Clark as the other man there. So that's good, and it's going to be Norman that starts for us down the left, down the right wing. I think he's a very good fullback for this level. Kinsella is going to start as a deep line playmaker for us. I'm not completely convinced about his playmaking ability, but I think he could do a job for us. Sinclair, the bearded wonder, he goes box to box for us next to Denny Guthrie in midfield. Hopefully those two will, again, get the job done for us, create lots of chances. Out on the right wing, we're going with McDonald. Again, decent enough winger, decent enough pace. Hopefully he'll get the job done for us. And Redmond, he gets the start on the left. And we're going with Lavery up top. Hopefully he'll get a job done for us. The reason I didn't sign a striker, because that was the one position I did say I wanted to try and strengthen. Mainly, it's because of this guy, Mitchell Candlin on the bench. He's potentially a 5-star player for us, and I want to give him time to develop, and I think he could be a really good player for us. So yeah, I'm relatively hopeful of that. We did get a guy. We've had a lot of people in on trial. We're having another look at a centre back here, see how he goes. The other options we have up front is Josh Gordon, who looks decent again and is again potentially quite good. And Adobe, who again looks solid enough for this level and potentially is quite good. So we're going to give our young strikers a chance to earn their spots here. So here we go, our first game in charge. A lot of debuts in this game, isn't there? Wow. So we've only got, it's only Kinsella and Sadler and Norman that have played for the goalkeeper, that have played for the club before. So that explains why our team cohesion is so low, doesn't it? Alright, let's see what we can do here. Marcus Stewart says we should try and encourage the team. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. Let's go with that. Some calm, we have faith. And let's get on out there and see if we can get off to a winning start. Alright, here we go. This is exciting. Hopefully we've done enough here to put in a good performance, and we've got a kick-off highlight. Now we're starting with the ball, so hopefully we're not going to do something silly here and find ourselves going behind early. Is this match speed maybe a little slow? We'll fix that in just a second. Redmond goes into the box. Redmond, has he won a penalty? No, it's a free kick. I'm pretty sure that's a little bit slower than we wanted, isn't it? Match speed during highlights. We want it slightly faster, don't we? And we want... no, we don't want full match. We want key highlights. And, well, I'm glad I fixed all this before we came out here because absolutely nothing has worked. Ball to the back post. It's headed away. Oh, it's so close. I probably should pause while I'm doing that, shouldn't I? It's still there. Kinsella, can he turn? No, it's there with McDonald. For Sinclair. Go out wide. He does. Clark, can he whip across in? No, he cannot. And there we go. What a positive start that was for what we saw of it while I was trying to fix the match settings there. I did all that before, and I don't understand why that didn't work. Anyway, Sinclair's picked himself up a knock. That's a potential foot injury. Is it a bruised foot? We don't know just quite yet. We still don't know yet. All right, so we'll leave him out there. He seems to be coming back, so that's fine. Yeah, one thing I was trying to do with the signings is try and make sure we had at least 2 players for each position because obviously Football League, it's an absolute nightmare, isn't it? There's a decent cross in, headed away. Sinclair's there for Norman! Oh, hey! Cameron Norman gets the first goal as at Walsall to begin our spell. And I tell you what, I don't think as many people would have put money on him getting the first goal. The right back pops up with the goal. It's a nice start. Jules with a good cross into the back post there, headed away. Sinclair picked out the fullback in space. First time, have some of that. And it's 1-0 to Walsall just before half-time. Very, very nicely done, boys. I think it's a bruised ankle, so he's fine. And there we go. We get into the break. Do we know? Redmond over a free kick. Can we double the lead late on the here? No, it's headed away. And are we going to get caught on the break here? Something seemed to be a little bit wrong with the setup there for the set pieces. I might have to have a quick check of that. There was no one on the edge of the area to pick up that ball there, was there? Anyway, first half stoppage time. The highlight looks as though it's going to continue. Can we do win that back. Redmond in there for Sinclair. Can he win it back? No, he cannot. Ball over the top. Picked up there by Jules for Guthrie. What can Guthrie do? Goes back there for Kinsella. Kinsella goes wide for Redmond. Let's see what the new man can do. They're all new men, aren't they? This is my man. Redmond, decent. It's headed there. Oh, it's a penalty. Is it a penalty? It is a penalty. There we go. Denny Guthrie's going to step up. And can he double our lead in first half stoppage time? Come on, Denny boy. Come on, mate. Here it is. Guthrie. Yes, there we go. 2-0 to Walsall. What a start as our spell at the club. Amazing, amazing scenes. Guthrie gets his first goal for the season. Is it his first for the club? I can't remember if he's a new signing or not. I think he was. And that is just... It was a good penalty, wasn't it? Waited for him to move. Went the other way. And it is 2-0. It is a debut goal. 2-0 at the break. Have some of that, Northampton. Of course, they are one of our rivals, aren't they? So, excellent, excellent stuff. It's got to be an assertive. Don't get complacent here, boys. We've still got a half of football to play. And, yeah, we've already got a couple of complacent-looking players, which isn't great. But no need to change too much, I don't think. We'll just get straight back out there. And hopefully, we'll see this thing out now. They have not registered a shot. We've been really, really good, haven't we? McDonald's not having a great game out there on the right. We do have an option in Holden that can play out there, though he is left-footed. So... I'm a little bit wary to put him on. We do have Bates as well, who's sort of a really, really good option, young option anyway in there. I think we might make some changes here. We're going to give Bates a game for Sinclair. That ankle's got to be giving him some troubles at this point. McDonald's not having a great game, so let's get Rory Holden out there for him. And we'll hold off on making the final change. No, I made the wrong change there, didn't I? That one, please. And yeah, we might look to get the young striker on if we get a chance here. We'll see how this game plays out for the next little bit. We've got another highlight. Throw in. Headed away. Are we going to get to that? We are. Jules has got there. He's had a good game, hasn't he? Kinsella has it now. Crossfield pass. Finds Norman. Shoot. Goes in there for Kinsella. Kinsella for Guthrie. I tell you what, we're pinging it around nicely here. Here we go with Jules. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's Lavery. Oh, hey! Colin Lavery makes it 3-0. A dream start for Walsall. This is absolutely stunning, stunning stuff. Jules, well, I think it's his second assist, isn't it? Didn't he assist the first goal as well? We're up to second in the table. It means nothing at this stage, of course, but away from home, what a start to the season this is. A good header as well by Lavery. You wonder if the goalkeeper will want that one back, but it's not our problem if he does. All right, let's get this young striker on now, see what he can do. But it's been a really, really... It's as good as we could have asked for, isn't it, as a first performance. They have not, after 80-something minutes, managed to get a shot on goal yet. It's a stunning performance from our Sadler boys. And, well, maybe this will be a special season after all. Excellent, excellent stuff. There we go. A good, solid 3-0 away win for our first game in charge. That is incredible. I'm going to have to say, though, boys, don't get complacent. It's just one game. We're top of the league. We're top of the league. What a start. What a start that is. Quality of possession provides the victory. Sinclair, it is just a bruised ankle, so he's fine. Guthrie scores on comeback to English football. A load of debuts in there as well. Look at that. And I mean, that's almost the best thing to have so many debuts. Yes, they had a lot as well. But it was just a really, really good performance, that one, wasn't it? Norman looked an absolute star. Guys, wait right there. We make our home start next against Forest Green. Okay, welcome back. Now we have our first injury setback of the season. Goalkeeper Liam Roberts has picked up a calf strain. He's missing for about a month. which is a real shame because he had a good game, didn't he, against Northampton? Not that he had too much to do, but that is a big blow because he looks to be quite the good keeper for us. So much for my plan. We will be playing a on-loan goalkeeper in this one, and hopefully we'll get a result. We're up against Forest Green. They are the favourites. They were one of the favourites for the league to start the season off with. So, yeah, it just kind of is what it is. We'll give ourselves an early test, see exactly how good we are here. We're up against a Mark Cooper coached team. He looks to be decent enough coach. Managerial, though, doesn't look particularly good. Attacking standard playing style. We're expecting to come out against a 4-4-2, which means we have to obviously adjust the way that we're playing against them. Positional heat map we can see here, a little bit high up the pitch. Maybe we can get in behind their fullbacks there. The passing network and the key passes there as well from their 1-0 win over Oldham. This is the team we're sending out, and you will notice it's all changed. We're changing up the formation, so we've got the man over at the back. So the new men that come in, Rose, the goalkeeper, has changed. What I don't like about him, first touch of 1 and passing of 5. That could be a problem. But Sadler, Sharon comes in to play centre-back in this one. Quick look at him. We can see he's a decent ball player. Passing of 12 and vision of 11. So I think he'll do a good job in there for us with Clark. Norman continues at a right wing-back. And we're going to bring what's his name? Cockrell Mollett in to play left wing-back in this one. A youngster, hopefully. He'll have a good game for us. Guthrie and Sinclair continue in midfield. Redmond moves in one to play in the number 10 role. And Candlin comes in for his first start. We'll get a good look and see what he can do. And Lavery continues up top with him. Alright, it's all changed. Let's see how we go. So everybody's playing as expected, which is good. It'd be a shame to change everything and then have them not play as we expect them to. But yeah, I always find I like to play like this against a front two. Stuart says pick up where they left off. That sounds as good of team talk as any, doesn't it? We were quite superb against Northampton. If we can play like that again, then we'll be looking very, very good indeed. But yeah, first home game, of course, so hopefully I don't embarrass myself in front of the home fans. And yeah, we'll see exactly what we can do here. I was really happy with that first game, I've got to say. I wasn't necessarily expecting that. We've got a bit of work to do here defending a free kick. I did try and adjust things, so hopefully we'll get a little bit better, but you wouldn't know it looking at that. Is he offside? He is offside. It was a scrambles, and we've just about got away with that. But not the best marking. It looked like a decent free kick routine from them, to be fair, but yeah, Rose did get away with that one a little bit. Alright, here we go, a free kick of our own. Decent shooting position. It's Redmond, the new man. Can he make his name for himself? Oh, of course he can! Denny Redmond gets a first goal for Walsall. We're 1-0 up again. It's a stunning strike by Denny Redmond. We'll tell him to concentrate. And what a strike. What a way to introduce yourself to the new fans. It never looked like missing, did it? Just past the wall, into the back of the net. Redmond's off the mark. And it's 1-0 to Walsall. Oh, we're going to win the league at a canter. What is going on here? Come on, boys. Come on. Let's demand a little bit more from them here. We're doing okay in terms of possession. And I mean, the good thing about this is that we don't have good squad cohesion yet. Once we get cohesion, heaven help the rest of the league, we'll be walking it. Of course, a lot of the other teams will be in the same situation as us, of course. There's always a fair bit of movement, isn't there, in the lower leagues. Squads tend to change a lot from season to season. But there we go at half-time. Not the most entertaining of games, but we're 1-0 up, and I'm okay with that. Another assertive, don't get complacent. We do have a few players here that aren't playing too well. Norman is not necessarily adjusting to right wing-back as well as I would have liked. Clark is not having the greatest game in the world back there. We've got a nervous-looking Cockrell Mollett, but he's looking motivated, so we'll leave him there for now. We do have Pring on the bench. Again, he's an on-loan player, so I'd rather not give on-loan players experience if I can help it. We'll try to show some passion, but looking at the way both these fullbacks are playing right now, it might be a case of needing to make a change at left-back because he's getting worse and worse. So we'll bring Cameron Pring on, he's more than capable. He's arguably a better player right now in any case. But like I say, I want to give our youngsters a chance first. So we'll make that change. Candlin is not having a great game up top either, the youngster. Let's try to concentrate. Sinclair, what's he done to himself this time? Another bruised ankle. Mate, if you've got a beard like that, you cannot be coming off with a bruised ankle. A highlight, a lesser spotted highlight. Lavery picks it up for Redmond. In there for Guthrie. What can he do? Over the top, looking for Candlin. Can he put a bit of pressure on the defender? No, he cannot. Well, he can, but didn't do anything. Norman picks it up. Back there for Sinclair. Back there for Clark. Clark. It's a horrible pass. What is that? Sinclair picks it up, though. Exchanges passes with Norman. There it is for Lavery. Flick on to Candler. And here's a chance for the youngster. And we might look at that, see that he's looking nervous, and think it's not going to be his day. Let's get Josh Gordon on for him. Can Gordon play as the pressing forward? Yes, he can. Norman is not having a good game. We do have Kinsella who can go and play out there as well, so let's make that change. Yeah, it hasn't been quite as good a performance, this one, has it? I mean, changing the formation maybe has not worked exactly as I would have. I mean, we haven't conceded a goal, but we haven't been as good either, have we? Let's start and close this thing down, see if we can keep the clean sheet. You can see we are playing with less creative freedom just because we don't have any cohesion right now. So we don't want players being too creative when we don't know what we're doing. So we'll make that change. So we'll keep that change for now. Hopefully, as the longer we're here, we'll be able to give them more creative freedom. We won't actually, we'll just compact up the lines. We won't push up. That gives them a ball over the top then, doesn't it? All right, let's go defensive. Can we keep another clean sheet? We're closing down the clock here. We have possession with Sadler. Just keep it, boys. Head for the corner flag. And we'll call it 6 points to start the episode. Excellent stuff. There's a ball over the top. We're not going to get to that. 30 seconds to go, and we've given away possession. Can we win it back? No, we can't. Clark has lost out there. We're not going to do this, are we? We're not going to do this. Come on, boys. Oh, Sinclair. The bearded one that gets back makes the defensive clearance. It's still there, though, with Forest Green. They are pouring forwards. Keep your shape, boys. Keep your shape. Winners. Oh, boys, what is that? Sadler has missed a sitter of a header. And it's the final kick of the game. Oh, Sadler, what is that? Look at that. Literally the last kick of the game, and it's 1-1. 95th minute. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We'll say unlucky, but oh, boys. Super sub Bailey rescues Forest Green. I don't think they deserve... I mean, it was an even game. Maybe they did deserve that, but still. We looked nervous and anxious throughout. It was a really, really nice free kick from Redmond, wasn't it? So, well, at least he's off the mark. There's positive signs there. As I said, it's early days. Forest Green was supposed to be one of the favourites for the league. But that's really, really disappointing. We were so close. So close to being 2 from 2. And we've thrown it away in stoppage time. But there we go. Guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, welcome. And don't forget to subscribe. And we'll be back next time for... we'll come back end of the month, perhaps. We've got our AFL trophy thing group. It's a bit of a tough one. We've got 2 League One clubs in Brighton under 23s, so we'll see how we go in that. I don't think, does the board give a crap about how we doing it? Second round minimum, so they do care. So that's a bit of a disappointment, but we'll see how we go there. Yeah, anyway, we'll deal with that. So we might come back then for Grimsby at home at the end of the month, and then Wickham away. It's not necessarily the most meaningful game, but it'll give us a chance to see exactly, where we stand. And hopefully we'll get past Southend in this EFL Cup first round as well, and maybe get a nice big draw away from home against a Premier League club and boost those finances. Until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.